Hello, and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and in this episode of Forza Motorsport 6, we're going to be looking at a car that I was gonna show you guys. I really wanted to show you guys, and then I kind of backed down from it. I was like, I probably shouldn't show it, and I decided, you know what? The design itself is badass, no matter whether or not you're, into what the design actually represents, but I thought it was a car that was worth showing. And it's an absolutely beautiful design, I think. They did a great job on it, an absolutely amazing job. And I figured, why not put it with a setup that matches the design of, like, a design of this caliber. So we made a leaderboard drift car out of it. Now, this leaderboard drift car was able to get us up into the top 3% on Rio. And I don't know why. I mean, the reason why I picked Rio was because of the fact that it was in Rivals, and I tried to fit it right into the 600 horsepower class. This car slots in right at 597 horsepower, and it's tuned mostly for... Funny thing was, this car was actually tuned for a wheel. I did these laps on a controller, so it was a little bit of a different kind of thing to get used to, but the weird thing about it is the fact that the wheel tune actually responded really well to the controller, and it kind of almost felt like I was able to get more angle out of the car with the wheel tune than I could with the controller tune. Maybe that's because this car has insane amounts of negative camber in the front, and maybe it's because of the setup. I'm not totally sure, but if you guys want more info on the setup, I can give you info on the setup. Now, the first lap, I'll go ahead and admit, is not very good. It is a warm-up lap. I hadn't really driven with this car very much, but what I did was I did a warm-up lap, and then I did a few more laps, and then after that, I went for a lap that was supposed to be the final lap, the scoring run. And it went pretty well. It went pretty well. I was pretty happy with it. Rio is not the easiest track to drift. Rio is, it's a strange track because it's so bumpy, and for a car that's got a lot of horsepower and a pretty stiff suspension, you can get some pretty bad hopping going on. And when you get into that hopping, it can be a little bit weird to try to control the car again. You have to kind of fight with the wheel a little bit, and you have to fight with the power and really try to put the power down. The thing is, if it snaps at the wrong second, that bump will act against you and send you in the opposite direction. And that happened a couple times, but I was ready to catch it. So as long as you're aware of it and you're ready to catch it, you'll be fine. You'll be good to go. Now, I'm going to talk about the design a little bit more because I know we're going to get the brony question in the comments. We're going to get all these questions about the whole thing because I know I have a lot of brony subscribers. I know I have a lot of brony viewers. But the funny thing is, I know I also have a lot of other subscribers that are like, get that shit out of here. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to keep a decently happy medium between the two, and the guys that are, shout out to you guys. This car was made for you. This car was made for you guys. And then the guys that aren't into it, well, trust me, it's all good because I've got a lot of other cars coming soon that have nothing at all to do with it. So, and I'm sure that there's gonna be the question as to me. I get that question a lot. I get that question a good bit, actually, even on non-related videos to, the whole, like, quote-unquote brony question, because I did a video about it a long time ago, and I don't even know if it's still up anymore, and that video was interesting. That video was a little bit difficult to make, and it was interesting. I don't even know if it's up anymore, but, I don't know. We might talk about it a tiny little bit at the end of the video. But anyway, moving on to, ow. Yeah, I said this was the warm-up lap, remember? This warm-up lap was crap. This warm-up lap was absolute crap. Now, what I have coming later today that you guys hopefully will enjoy is GTA Cunning Stunts. It's my first impressions, first impressions. And it's funny because my first impressions of GTA Cunning Stunts, it was weird because I was afraid that they were going to be, I was like, oh my god, it's going to be some freaking Trackmania copy, and it's going to be, it's going to be kind of like, as far as I would say, I went so far as to say, or is that I was worried that I was going to be that it was going to be crappy, and that it was going to be just kind of like a Trackmania ripoff. It's actually not. It's actually really, really good. It's really fun. It's not necessarily the most. It's definitely not realistic. It's not realistic at all. But I think it's something that will get me back on GTA, because I'll be honest with you guys, I got off GTA for a while because I got insanely bored of GTA, and I think Cunning Stunts, definitely after playing it for the first time, will be my return back to GTA, because I'm into it. Like, I actually enjoy playing it. That's the problem with GTA for me, is that after a while, I stopped enjoying the game, and it just felt like when I would play it, I felt like, it felt so forced to play. I felt like I was being forced to play it, and it was like, but then when I got back on cutting stunts, I was like, holy crap, this is fun. I could actually see myself spending hours playing this, and, I ranked up a ton, and it was just really, really fun. It was just a fun time playing the game. Although I feel like there may have been somebody that I knew in the first session I went in, because I went into the first session, looked over the people, and got kicked the second I had joined. So I feel like, I don't know if that was one of you guys that was behind it, or if that was a friend, because I didn't quite get, like, I didn't even have time to read the list of names in the lobby. But I remember getting to the first lobby, and it was like, joined, kicked. So the next lobby after that didn't happen. Everything was cool. Everything was fine. We raced. It was a good time. But that lobby, dude, that lobby was insanity. That lobby was pretty damn crazy. And the thing is, with the cutting stunts races, stuff can change so quickly. You can be in first place the whole race and make one mistake and end up in 12th. And I'm not joking. That happened to me. That happened to me a couple times. Like, I was in first place for 3/4 of the race, and then either got knocked off the track or made my own kind of mistake and flew off the track, and had, little issues that went along with that either way. So it's definitely something that you got to watch out for, and it's something that you got to kind of be aware of, because if you're not aware of it, then guess what? You're going off the track. I still need to try the motorcycle races, because the motorcycle races look really, 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 really fun. But when you watch this video, I actually won't be home. I'll be at Fontana with Jeep Guy at Miata's at the Gap. I'll be bringing the FRS up there. We'll be playing around with some Miata guys. There's definitely, it definitely won't be the quickest thing there, because there's going to be some, there's exosets there, there's race cars, so it's definitely going to be just like, event to go up, hang out, have fun. And I've got, a couple of friends up there. My friend Kevin, who's doing the Miata road trip. If you guys haven't checked that out, it's gonna be insane. He's doing like 7,000 miles in a Miata with a freaking trailer on the back. The guy is, it's like this mental idea. I can't even think of, like, I've driven Miatas. I've driven tons of Miatas. And you think about doing a 7,000-mile road trip in one. Like, the hell kind of luggage are you going to have? And, like, I mean, that's why he has a trailer. But at the same time, the trailer is full of tires and oil and tools, because he's doing track days along the way. So it's mental, right? It's this insane idea, this road trip. And I'm like, holy crap. Dude, you're a beast. Like, Kevin, a shout out to you, because you're a beast. He was at a couple of, like, I remember he was in the back at, like, or not really in the back, but on the other side of the room at a track day instructors meeting that I went to, and I didn't really get a chance to talk to him there, but I messaged him after the fact, and it was just like, I don't know, it was really cool to catch up with the guy and actually talk to him about this whole Miata road trip idea. Maybe I'll vlog with him at Miata's at the Gap. If you're seeing this, then like I said, I'm at Miata's at the Gap right now, and I may or may not be vlogging with Kevin. We'll see. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video where we kind of got a little off topic. But again, shout out to the guys that this design applies to. You guys know who you are. I'm sure you do. And the guys that this design doesn't apply to, trust me, we're not going to do designs like this all the time. But this was just kind of like a little nod to those subscribers, because I feel like, yeah, there are a lot of Brony subscribers in the community and in my community. So, and as far as what I was talking about in the video earlier, as far as, the answer to my question, because I know a lot of you guys are going to ask, are you not, this and that, may or may not be, maybe possibly, but if you guys did enjoy, hope you did. See you guys later.